Okay, next up. Now, this is the part in the countdown where we are sort of crossing over from comically absurd into the actually evil. Next slide. Ben Stein. Ben Stein. Ben Stein is a professional dork that most people know as the Ferris Bueller guy or the inoffensive game show host. He is actually one of the biggest pricks alive. He went from being a Nixon apparatchik and rat fucker to now a full-on 24/7 MAGA shithead on cable news all day long. However, this is something he said. He said, Obama is a very real danger to America, and we have to question why he has such a strong hatred of America. And he said, I think it's because he's part black. He goes, I don't know. Is it because his father was mistreated by the British in Kenya? I don't know. Here's what's more...
I mean, that's racist, but also it is a pretty good reason.
This guy's got some sort of a grudge against imperial powers just because we rounded up his family and put him in a camp. Touchy.
You will also notice some text messages matched with Ben Stein. I'm going to read them here. The first one is just Ben. Where are you? Please send more sexy pics. Again, where are you? You have a hell of a lot on your plate, really a lot. Single mother, little money, very young, father absent.
This is 3:30 a.m., remember.
You are a brave and brilliant woman. Next one, money is in account. The response, thank you very much, dear Ben, a little like heart emoticon. You are very welcome, of course. When we get here, I want to hug and kiss you. I understand you don't want to fuck me, but I want to touch and kiss you.
Okay, so he is poorly attempting to be a sugar daddy for a woman who doesn't even have an iPhone. That is a green message. That is exploitation.
Here is the genesis of these text messages. In a story published in Business Insider, so you know it's true. No, they just summarized the column Ben Stein himself wrote for the American Spectator. The headline is, Ben Stein published a bizarre column about his secret girlfriend and obsession with any beautiful girl he meets. This is extraordinary.
When Ben Stein's money is canceled, the next game show is Where's Ben Stein's Hug At?
Ben Stein, the actor, cable news pundit, economist, and former speechwriter to Presidents Nixon and Ford, published a lengthy column detailing his crushes on an absolutely knockout young Eurasian woman.
The sexiest kind. The Eurasian, such an intoxicating blend of ethnicities.
I'm very bothered to know that I am Ben Stein's type.
Damn, she got that Circassian pussy.
Matt, you're not far off.
I'm sprung off of that tater shit.
An absolute knockout.
Tatar.
Oh,
you
tater.
just call them taters?
Yeah, taters. Like some delicious baked taters. What?
Matt,
They invented them.
That is your Thousand Island stare moment.
Oh my God.
Taters.
All right. Listen again.
It's not taters.
Tartar.
No, there's no R.
It's Tatar.
I don't think so. I think you're all wrong.
Okay, man.
Okay.
Sure.
The knockout young Eurasian woman, but also a breathtakingly beautiful middle-aged woman, a beautiful cocktail party girl, 3 glorious co-eds, and someone he described as my secret girlfriend from Mississippi. He writes here, my main obsessions in my life are my wife, my dog, my son, and his family. My secret girlfriend from Mississippi, and any beautiful girl I meet. I am like a teenager. I get mad crushes, and they last about 10 minutes, maybe less, then it's off to the next indicated action.
I just fuck him today and forget him tomorrow. Fucking pimp, dude. I love how it's like, yeah, I'm like a virile teenager. I see any woman, I jack off to her, and then I try to look at spreadsheets.
He's not a player. He just texts a lot.
The indicated action is pressing on his fucking volleyball-sized prostate to try to get some piss out.
They call me Mr. Hey, this is the first time I've used Venmo. Did you get it?
In his column, Stein cited his entanglements with various women as examples of his belief that every person he meets is a door into that person's world. The first tale Stein recounted in this series was a story about meeting a woman in a San Francisco International Airport en route to a speaking engagement. I came across a stunningly beautiful, absolute knockout.
I bet you did.
Absolute knockout young Eurasian woman. I spoke to her for at most 5 minutes.
I pulled out my calipers to judge which area of the steppe her people came from.
She told me she was half Vietnamese and half Dutch.
That's not what that means.
Yeah, that's not Eurasian.
That's not.
Eurasia's
I
like
thought
an
he
area.
found a Kazakh chick, and I was impressed because there's not a lot of them. But Vietnamese, Dutch, he met the rapper Linkoban. That's not fucking.
Stein said the woman, who he described as his little pal.
I love a pet name that sounds like a euphemism for your dick.
Yeah. You're so tiny. I want to put you in my pocket. I'm Ben.
His
That's
little
not what
pal.
Eurasian means.
His little pal.
It's not. She's right.
His little pal told him about her life, which included time working as a call girl. He said she wanted his help starting a career being famous and successful. This is him writing right now. She wants Ben Stein to help her become a writer. She wants an agent. She wants me to teach her how to be famous and successful as a writer, as if I knew. He talked about himself in the third person there. Stein said the woman eventually asked him for financial help, and he was unable to turn her down. He went on to describe a relationship he had with a 32-year-old divorced single mother he met in a bar. She's a wild mixture of ethnicities and has it.
You know when you're more than one ethnicity and it's just wild?
Oh
you're
my!
Just wild now.
When your ethnicities are wild and out.
It's like, does he have like an in-app tie-in for Tinder that goes with 23andMe? Like, this is incredible.
You have to worry, though, because sometimes the ethnicities will go wilding.
I mean, the thing is, like, the way he talks about it is like the humble reality is that somebody is multiracial. It's just a very banal thing. Like, one person of one racial background fell into another fell in love with another person of racial background, and they had a child. That's all that is. It's very boring. They talk about wild. It's like he thinks there was a gangbang at the It's a Small World ride, and all the little fucking puppets fucked each other and created this like super being.
I love the idea.
And he's Venmoing her right now.
I love the idea of Ben Stein and Nassim Taleb going out just cruising for Strange. But just every girl they go up to, yeah, what's your haplogroup?
That's a good-ass combo.
She wants to be
Haplo coop on your Grinch.
She wants to be a movie star. She wants me to help with her bills. I was almost speechless at her beauty, but I also could not quite believe how many boyfriends she's had, including very famous movie, TV, music, and sports stars, wrote Stein. If that's her type, and God bless her for it, she's not really likely to see much in a 69-year-old overweight, nerdy economist who can barely put on his socks. I told her that, and she just laughed. She said she wanted to come visit me in L.A. Stein wrote that he told the woman she should come to L.A. and meet his wife. Yes? He said she subsequently tried to get him to book her a night in a room book her a room at a hotel that cost more than $1,000 per night and asked him to give her over $2,000 for a dental bill. He characterized his relationship with the ex-call girl and divorcee as 2 episodes that are typical of my life when traveling.
You're fucking Wilt Chamberlain over here. I gotta say though, you're acting like this is a bad thing or embarrassing. This is poly visibility. He's just exposing the poly lifestyle. You wanna have some fondue with my wife before 30 seconds of agonizingly unsatisfying sex?
Ben Stein, your punishment is having these text messages really out in the world.
By the way, this is absolutely random and totally meaningless, but I hadn't heard this story before tonight, and it really contextualizes something for me, which is Ben Stein, after he had that show on Comedy Central, Win Ben Stein's Money, that was kind of a small hit, he also got a talk show out of it, where it was just him talking to a celebrity in these big chairs. And and I was a kid, and I saw an ad for an episode he did with Jenna Jameson. And Jenna Jameson says to him, I just got my nipples pierced. You want to see? And without a microsecond passing before the last word she says, he goes, yes. And with that exact inflection, just like that zombie, yes. I realize I'm on television and everyone can see how intensely desperate and horny this makes me sound. But yes.
Yeah, Ben Stein probably like comes in monotone. Like there's no burst. It's just like a printer on a sheet of paper. It's just. All right, I'm finished.
All right. We spent way too much time on Ben Stein. Let's keep it rolling.
When your nut sounds like a fax machine going.
Let's hit the next slide.